Alright, so two reasons why this video is out a little bit later than typically. One, I'm recovering from me being just congested in the face, so, I didn't want you guys to hear me just be like all throughout the video. And two, um, you know, just life has been very busy. Movies to review, stuff to do at, in the home front, and it's just like all this stuff. But now I finally have time. We're here. We're going to sit down and talk about it. And we're going to talk about the Golden Globe nominations. We're only going to be doing the movie nominations for the Golden Globes. And even though Golden Globes isn't everyone's like favorite award show, I would say maybe 7 or 8 times out of 10, it's a pretty good indication as to who might get nominated for Oscars. So we're going to cover them off, and we're going to see, and we're going to make some pretty early predictions as to who I think might walk away with a Golden Globe. So here we go. First category, Best Motion Picture Drama. Nominees being Frankenstein, Hamnet, It Was Just an Accident, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Secret Agent. I've only seen 3 of these. The other 3, in fact, Secret Agent, I did a trailer reaction for, but I just haven't found it playing anywhere that is close to me. Sentimental Value, same thing, and It Was Just an Accident, same thing. Haven't found anywhere close enough that's playing it. But the other 3 I have seen, and any of the movies that I have seen that I talk about in this, all the reviews are in the back, in the back ends. So just search it up on my YouTube channel page, and you'll be able to find it. Either in the reviews playlist or just in the search function on my YouTube page. But, I said that in my Hamnet review that Hamnet is just overtook Sinners as my number one movie of the year. And that's just me personally, but I still think that Sinners is probably going to walk away with this. Mainly due to the fact that I think it's probably going to get a lot of Oscar noms. Like, for instance, Best Picture. Do I think it'll win it? I don't think it'll win the Oscar, but it'll be close. But for here and now, it's going to at least get a Golden Globe win for Best Motion Picture Drama. Moving on to Best Motion Picture Musical or Comedy, we have Blue Moon, Begonia, Marty Supreme, No Other Choice, Nouvelle Vague, maybe that's how you pronounce it, and One Battle After Another. I will have seen 3 of them, 2 of which I've already seen, Begonia and One Battle After Another. Marty Supreme I will see. No Other Choice I would like to see, but I don't know if there's going to be a theater that's close playing it, so I don't know. And then the other 2 I haven't seen. This one I'm going to give to One Battle After Another, which I think as of right now is probably the front runner to be leading not only for Oscar noms, but also Oscar wins as well. Many people are pegging this as an Oscar winner, and while I don't disagree with that, it's just, again, it's just a matter of personal taste. But I prefer Sinners over One Battle After Another. Granted, I saw Sinners twice in theaters, both times in 70mm IMAX, whereas One Battle After Another I only saw once. So I may have to like rewatch it to maybe gain a much more appreciation, maybe more appreciation, um, is, something that may be gained on a rewatch. I don't know. But I think this one will be given to One Battle After Another. Moving on to Best Motion Picture Animated, we have nominated Arco, Demon Slayer, Infinity Castle, Elio, K-pop Demon Hunters, Little Emilie, or the character of Rain, and Zootopia 2. 4 out of the 6 I have seen. The only ones that I have not seen are Arco and Little Emilie. This one's tough because I really liked Zootopia 2. I really did. Demon Slayer was awesome, and I think is probably the biggest success story of the year, in my opinion. As I say that, K-pop Demon Hunters is also on here as well. That is probably the biggest success story out of the year. And Elio was just a really good Pixar film. Many people slept on it, which I think is sad, because it's an original film. Like, people want more original films. There you have it. Elio's an original Pixar film. And it was cute, it was wholesome, and it was really fun. If I was to pick a winner, I'm thinking it'll probably be K-pop Demon Hunters, in my opinion. If I had to pick a runner-up, me personally, I would probably think Zootopia 2 and then Demon Slayer. But I'm thinking that K-pop Demon Hunters is probably gonna be the one to take it in the end. Moving on to Best Motion Picture, foreign film or non-English language film. So we have from France, It Was Just an Accident. From South Korea, No Other Option. From Norway, Sentimental Value. From Spain, Sirat. From Brazil, Secret Agent. And from Tunisia, The Voice of Hin Rajab. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. None of these I have seen. But I would probably make the safe assumption that whichever one wins this one will probably most likely get an Oscar nom for at least Best Picture, and then probably also for Best Foreign Film as well. So I don't think I'm going to make a prediction on this one, just out of the fact that I've not seen any of the films listed in this. So yeah, I'm just going to leave this one blank. Best performance by a female actor in a drama. Eva Victor in Sorry Baby, Jennifer Lawrence in Die My Love, Jessie Buckley in Hamnet, Julia Roberts in After the Hunt, Renette Rensby, I probably butchered that horribly, in Sentimental Value, and Tessa Thompson in Hedda from 2025. 3 out of the 6 of these I've seen. Julia Roberts did a really good job in After the Hunt, which, if you've not seen my After the Hunt review, you should definitely go and check that out as well. She did a really good job of conveying multiple emotions during the situation that she finds herself in. Jennifer Lawrence plays unhinged really, really well in Die My Love. But I sincerely think that this is Jessie Buckley's to lose. Like, she was phenomenal in Hamnet. And I sincerely think that she will get Oscar nominated and probably win for her performance in Hamnet, in my opinion. Like, it was really, really good. Moving on to best performance from a male actor in a drama movie. Dwayne Johnson in Smashing Machine, Jeremy Allen White in Springsteen, Joel Edgerton in Train Dreams, Michael B. Jordan in Sinners, Oscar Isaac in Frankenstein, and Wagner Moura in The Secret Agent. 4 out of the 6 of these I've seen. Dwayne Johnson really just transformed himself into Mark Kerr for Smashing Machine. Like, say what you want about the movie, but like, he put in the work to look like and sound like Mark Kerr, which is absolutely insane. I've never seen Rock do anything like that. Jeremy Allen White as Bruce was really, really good. Michael B. Jordan killed it as both roles, as Smoke and Stack in Sinners, and Oscar Isaac was really, really captivating in Frankenstein. But if I had to put money on it, as much as I want to give it to Michael B. Jordan, I'm thinking Dwayne Johnson's probably going to get it. Mainly because of the transformation and the dedication that he did to make the performance believable. That's why I think it gets just that little bit of an advantage over Michael B. Jordan, who I would have at number 2, and then Oscar Isaac. So that's why I have Dwayne Johnson winning this one. Best performance by a female actor in a musical or comedy. Amanda Seyfried in The Testament of Anne Lee. Chase Infinity in One Battle After Another. Cynthia Erivo in Wicked for Good. Emma Stone in Begonia. Kate Hudson in Song Sung Blue. And Rose Byrne in If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. 3 out of the 6 of them I've seen. It will be 4. Potentially 5 if Testament of Anne Lee actually plays somewhere close to me, because I would very much like to see it. And If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. I did a trailer reaction to that. It just, again, never played anywhere close to me, unfortunately. But from what I saw in the trailer, it looked like Rose Byrne looked really good in it. Chase Infinity, fellow Indiana native representing out here. I thought she was really good in One Battle After Another. Cynthia Erivo, timeless as Elphaba in Wicked for Good. And Emma Stone was so, like, laser focused while also being maybe just that slight bit of unhinged in Begonia. Like, she was really good in that. Judging on what I have seen right now, I'm going to go with Cynthia Erivo, but that could very well change once I see Song Sung Blue or Testament of Anne Lee. Like, this prediction could get like changed immediately, but as it stands right now, I'm going to say Cynthia Erivo, in my opinion. Best performance by a male actor in a motion picture, musical comedy. Ethan Hawke in Blue Moon, George Clooney in Jay Kelly, Jesse Plemons in Begonia, Lee Byung-hun in No Other Choice, Leonardo DiCaprio in One Battle After Another, and Timothy Chalamet in Marty Supreme. Um, 2 out of the 6 of them I've seen. It will be 3. Um, Plemons was really good as just being an unhinged conspiracy nut in Begonia, and Leo's Leo. He's gonna do his thing, and he was really, really good in One Battle After Another. I've heard really good things about Chalamet's performance in Marty Supreme, and just hearing how good his performance is, mixed in with the reviews that I have already heard about Marty Supreme, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say I'm going to give the Golden Globe win to Chalamet here, just off of the strength of the reviews of not only the movie, but also his performance as well. So I'm going to go with Chalamet on this. Best performance by a female actor in any movie in a supporting role. Amy Madigan in Weapons, Ariana Grande in Wicked for Good, Elle Fanning in Sentimental Value, Emily Blunt in The Smashing Machine, Ingrid Isdottir Ilesa, I probably butchered that horribly, also in Sentimental Value, and Tiana Taylor in One Battle After Another. 4 out of the 6 of these I've seen. It just makes me so happy that Amy Madigan is nominated for this, for Weapons. That just makes my horror mind smile so much. And she is really good in Weapons. She is really, really good as Gladys. Ariana Grande is Elphaba in both Wicked and Wicked for Good. Like, she's just really, really good. Emily Blunt did a really good job in Smashing Machine. I really liked how her character kind of like unfolded in the movie, where she wants to try and help her husband, but at the same time it's like she's just so used to the cycle where it's just like breaking out of it is just like, what am I gonna do? And then Tiana Taylor in One Battle After Another, kind of a similar vibe to Emily Blunt in Smashing Machine, where it's like, you have this option for a new life to be a parent, but it's like, no, I'm gonna stick and do the same thing. I'm gonna still be a revolutionary, and ends up kind of, I don't want to say biting her, but it's like it basically leads to her family getting tracked down, essentially. This may be heart over mind on this one, but I'm gonna pick Amy Madigan. I'm gonna pick Amy Madigan for Weapons because I really want her to win it. She was really good in it, and I want mainstream awards to put more respect on horror. So that's why I'm giving this to Amy Madigan. Best performance by a male actor in a supporting role, any type of movie. Adam Sandler in Jay Kelly, Benicio del Toro in One Battle After Another, Jacob Elordi in Frankenstein, Paul Mescal in Hamnet, Sean Penn for One Battle After Another, and Stellan Skarsgård in Sentimental Value. 4 out of the 6 of them I've seen. Del Toro is so good as the sensei, being so calm, so cool, and so collected, especially in the apartment scene. That was really great. Jacob Elordi is yet like he's menacing, yet he's so gentle with his Frankenstein. Like he's really, really good in this in Frankenstein. Paul Mescal as Shakespeare, he kills it. Absolutely awesome. And Sean Penn is a menacing presence in One Battle After Another. He is determined yet slimy and disgusting at the exact same time. Um, God, this one's tough. Again, my heart wants it to go to Jacob Elordi, but I'm gonna stick with what my brain is telling me, and I'm thinking Sean Penn is gonna win it. Mainly because, again, One Battle After Another is the big Oscar movie right now, so that's why I'm thinking Sean Penn is gonna win this one. Best Director: Chloe Zhao for Hamnet, Guillermo del Toro for Frankenstein, Hafar Panahi for It Was Just an Accident, Joaquin Trier for Sentimental Value, Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another, and Ryan Coogler for Sinners. 4 out of the 6 of them I've seen. Chloe Zhao did a really good job. A lot of what would be classed as simple shots, but done really, really effectively. Del Toro, his vision for this story of Frankenstein is unmatched. Absolutely unmatched. Paul Thomas Anderson just knows how to make really good films using old school techniques and even old school filmmaking, essentially. And Ryan Coogler, I think, such a revolutionary voice in cinema, gave us 2 really good superhero movies, you know, and has now given us a really kick ass vampire movie. If I had to give it to one of them, again, this is mind over heart. I want Ryan Coogler to win it. But at the same time, again, One Battle After Another is the Oscar movie right now. So that's why I'm giving it to Paul Thomas Anderson on this one. Um, yeah, I want Sinners to win it, but I don't think it will. Best screenplay for a motion picture. Chloe Zhao and Maggie O'Farrell for Hamnet. Hafar Panahi for It Was Just an Accident. Joaquin Trier and Eskil Voigt for Sentimental Value. Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another. Ronald Bronstein and Josh Safdie for Marty Supreme. And Ryan Coogler for Sinners. 3 out of the 6 I have seen. It will be 4. Chloe Zhao and Maggie O'Farrell. Again, really good writing in Hamnet. Like, all 4 of them have really good writing. And it's just, again, down to personal taste as to which one you see as being better. But if I was to hazard a guess as to who might win the Golden Globe, I'm going to say no. I'm going to give it to Ryan Coogler for Sinners. The only reason I say that is because for the type of movie that he made, a horror movie, you have to get us to care about the characters, and then you have to also make us feel sad when they are killed. And that's a really difficult thing to do, and he pulled it off masterfully, which is why I give Coogler the nod in this instance. Best original score for a motion picture: Alexander Desplat, Frankenstein; Hans Zimmer, F1; Joni Greenwood for One Battle After Another; Kang-Ding Ray for Siret; Ludwig Göransson in Sinners; and Max Richter for Hamnet. 5 out of the 6 I've seen. Desplat's score for Frankenstein is awesome. Zimmer's score for F1 keeps you pinned to the back of your seat like you're racing in one of those cars. One Battle After Another also has a really, really good soundtrack that fits every scene that it's in. Ludwig Göransson for Sinners, again, like One Battle After Another, fits every single scene that it's in to a T, and Richter's simple orchestrations made some scenes very, very powerful in Hamnet. This is a tough one. I'm going to go with Göransson for Sinners, mainly because of the I Lied to You sequence. That whole sequence was not only acted, but also composed very, very well. That whole sequence. Just beautiful. Best original score, or not score, song for a motion picture: Dream as One, Miley Cyrus's song for Avatar Fire and Ash; Golden for K-pop Demon Hunters; I Lied to You, Sinners; No Place Like Home, Wicked for Good, and also Girl in the Bubble for Wicked for Good; and Train Dreams for Train Dreams. 4 out of the 6 I've heard. It will be 5. Golden is just, it's catchy as hell. It's an absolutely awesome song. I Lied to You is probably the best cinematic scene I've seen all year. And both Wicked songs are both really good original songs that fit each character to a T. But if I had to give the leg up to someone, I would say Sinners, mainly off of the strength of that sequence that was in the movie. That oneer, absolutely incredible. But Golden is a very, very close second in that. And then finally, cinematic and box office achievement: Fire and Ash, Avatar Fire and Ash; F1, K-pop Demon Hunters; Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning; Sinners; Weapons; Wicked for Good; and Zootopia 2. Now, for this, I am going to get a little bit analytical on y'all. So, indulge me a little bit. Avatar Fire and Ash, it's not come out yet, but based off of the previous 2 in the franchise, if it does anywhere close to that, it could potentially be the highest grossing film of the year. F1 currently sits at number 8 on the all-time list for this year. Um, K-pop Demon Hunters, huge global sensation for Netflix. Mission Impossible sits at number 10 on the list on the year. Sinners sits 16th on the year. Weapons 18th on the year. Wicked for Good sits 13th on the year. And Zootopia 2 is currently 4th, but it will most likely get to 3rd and potentially even 2nd on the year right now. This one's a tough one to call because you could look at box office achievement as like, oh, what made the most money at the box office? You could do that. And if you're going to do that, then Fire and Ash is going to win it. But I'm going to look at it as what were people's expectations versus how it actually performed. And in my opinion, there's only one movie that deserves to win that award. And it's Weapons. Weapons, no one knew what this movie was about, which was a good thing. They went in, and word of mouth spread like wildfire about this movie. And people needed to go and see it. And that's why it led to it making almost 270 million worldwide at the box office for a horror movie. And horror, mind you, has had a really good year this year. Like a really good year. And Sinners is included in that. So, in my opinion, that's why I think Weapons should get it. It was probably the biggest surprise out of the year in terms of box office wise, which is why I give the nod to Weapons to win that award. But there you have it. Those are all of the nominees and my predictions for this year's Golden Globes. I will, of course, cover off who wins their Golden Globes after the awards show happens on the 11th of next year. So be sure to tune in to see who wins, and then we're going to talk about who wins and how that could potentially lead to some Oscar nominations down the line. But until then, guys, be safe out there, and I will catch you guys next time.